are good.
Okay.
Okay, we came here in 1971. I was in the Navy. We had a young family. And our neighbors were Carol and Dave King. And they're the first one to invite us down here. And I was a little bit leery at first. I would be the first to admit that I wasn't much on the church. If it wouldn't have been for Claudia, I don't know if I'd ever been. But she never pushed. She let me go at my own speed, which is the smartest thing she ever did. And I was going to school here, and they asked us one night they're having a party, Dave and Carol. So we went, and that's how we got started in Myrtle Grove Methodist Church. The Mount Sam's class, and they were in it, and we had a great time with them being our neighbors. Our kids kind of meshed up, and that's how we got started here, going to church.
And we were here for about 4 years at that
Yeah.
time, and we continued. We've always been in the Mod Sam class, and like Jim Potter was saying, it ebbs and flows, but we've always stayed at a pretty good number of 25 or so, and it's a wonderful supportive class. After 4 years, we got transferred to Jacksonville, and we were there for about 3.5 years, and we went to the Methodist Church in Orange Park, but it was a high Methodist church, and we weren't as comfortable there, and so we didn't participate there as much as we did here in Myrtle Grove. We've always were in things here in Myrtle Grove, but we didn't do as much there. I think I was in a circle, but that was about it. Anyway, we were there for about 4 years, and by then our children were older in high school, and we transferred back to Pensacola. And we were so excited to be coming back to Pensacola and Myrtle Grove Methodist. And I remember I walked in the first Sunday, and everybody grabbed me and hugged me, and all I could think of was, Lord, I am home.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since. And that was in 1977, so it's been a long time. And we still have always participated in things. Duane, you can tell what you've done in the church.
Well, I was part of the men's group for a while, for a long time. We had some interesting things happen there. Dick Russell was the president, and we had Al Gore's father here one time, and that was interesting. The story I won't tell in a long time. She got an invite to come to the men's club, and she spoke, or he spoke, and that was it there. I've also participated with Modern Sam in different offices. I was on finance, and that was always an interesting job. And you've been
on administrative board. I was on
administrative
when
board.
When we first came back, Reverend Chandler came to the house and wanted me to be on the worship committee. And so I did do that for a long time and did communion and got that prepared. Francis Asbjornsen's been doing that for a long time now too. So we've always had different jobs in the church, and we've participated. I've been in the circle for a long time. I'm in the Arbiters that Nell Potter talked about, and we do a lot of things together. And another one of my memories is that when Duane had some surgery a few years back, it was gallbladder surgery, and it was nothing surgery, hour and a half, didn't take long at all. But there were at least 30 people in the waiting room
Always show up at the
to
hospital.
show up to support me while he was in surgery. And more people came up to us and wanted to know what church we were from. They wanted to go there.
Mm-hmm.
So we invited lots of people to church that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how supportive our church
That's
is.
really wonderful. It really is. Is there a story that you'd like to tell, or a story that characterizes your experience here at Myrtle Grove? Or you could tell me how God has worked in your life, the lives of your children, or how you've seen him working in other people's lives.
Well, you can see that, that's for sure. And God has worked in my life. He helped me to go back to school and get my degree when I was 37. And Duane was the same age, or the next year he got his degree. And I had gone to school in home economics, but I couldn't get a job in the teaching profession. So I went to work for the state. And God knew what he was doing. He put me in the right place. I was a trainer for the state for 15 years and loved every minute of it because God chose it for me, and I didn't choose it for myself. So that's one particular thing that That's happened while we've been here in Pensacola.
I always remember the story about I was sitting on the couch and when we lived on Suburban next to the Kings. And I was headed towards the church and I sat down on the couch and I said to myself, you know, I need to be a better person and a better Christian. That's the first time I'd ever really said that to myself. And it was interesting. I wished I could say there was a switch on my back that somebody could say, do that overnight and everything's great.
Right.
But it doesn't work that way. You know, it took me a matter of years. I hate to admit that, but it wasn't easy for me. Some people get a conversion right away and it lasts forever. And, you know, I feel like I got my conversion, but it wasn't that easy as I hear other people tell it.
We're all different.
Yeah, we're all different, that's right.
That's right.
You know,
Now, she was way ahead of me when it came to church. And
I was raised in a church,
Yes.
but Duane's family did not go to church until he was
I was
in
out of
high
school,
school.
yeah.
And so he didn't have the same upbringing that I had.
And the funny part about that is my father later became a lay minister and got a Methodist church.
How about
After
that?
I left school. I mean,
Yeah,
after we left, we were gone.
God was working.
Yeah, it was.
He was working on all of
Definitely.
them.
And my mother was a very good Christian in the end, and so was my dad.
Yeah.
Well, you have a wonderful story. Thank you
You know.
so much.
Well, we've enjoyed here at Myrtle Grove, and there's a lot of fine people. I heard the story, well, why do you come here? And yes, God is here, and that's big. But the people that they draw here is a great thing also. We've made a lot of friends through the years.
We have.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Okay.